Hi, Deb here, and it's the weekly tarot from Monday the 5th of May through to Sunday the 11th of May. So yes, already it's saying that May, all the astrologers, including Jen, May's a good month. Have a look at our last new moon video and get the heads up on what to look out for. And the cards seem to always support what Jen has to say, so it's pretty amazing that we're all plugged into the same place. I believe we all have got that ability to listen to your higher self, that higher intelligence. So yes, I'm going to be doing the cards live today. Hello girls, how are you? And I'll do about 5 readings for people at the end of the weekly tarot. Yes, I will. So that's exciting to be on here again. So yeah, just know that the cards, when they come out, and they're a little bit reluctant to come out. So, oops, there's the first one. So I'll just let you know that we've got a slow connection, it says, but also what we have here is the beautiful Nine of Pentacles in reverse as our first card. So let's have a little quick look and see whether or not, oops, of course they have to drop one back in a minute. Oh, okay, what we have is, the Knight of Cups in reverse. Hello, Cheryl, how are you? You'd love a card. Well, I'm going to write your name down here, get a pencil. But I'll start to take names more at the end, but I'll take yours because you're first one on here to comment. I pretty well think so. Anyway, so we've got 2 cards. Let's go for the third card. And it's a beautiful, cool morning here, even on the Gold Coast, the bottom of the Gold Coast I am. Hi, Linda, how are you? So, yeah, what I'm going to do is, may I have a card, please? Yeah, if you can just wait until the time that I'm finishing here, because that gives another lot of people a bit of time and a bit of a chance to get on here, Linda. So, right, I have my 3 cards. Wonderful. So, the very first card was the Nine of Pentacles. So, okay, Nine of Pentacles. So the Nine of Pentacles, if you have a look at her, she's all golden and beautiful, and there's 9 pentacles there. She's holding on to a beautiful courier bird, like an eagle or a bird of flight that delivers messages in the old days. They didn't have mobile phones like us. Hasn't times changed? So yes, the beautiful Pentacles and the beautiful, I think that's Venus on her dress as well, you know, and we have a lot of Venus around at the moment, and Venus is the lover of beauty and successful relationships. So there is a chance of romance to be a little bit in the air. If you have a look at my and Jen's last new moon video, you'll see that there's a particular time that she'll mention about romance. So Venus is on her beautiful golden material. That dress is very shiny, the same as the coins are. 9 coins are right up there, and Pentacles are all about how we manage and function in our lives and about security. So we're working towards that, aren't we? We're working towards having patience and having these beautiful things in the background, lovely garden, beautiful home. So to me, in this particular week, it's about appreciating what we do have. And even if the card ever comes out in reverse, just know it's a postponement or a delay. It's often not a reversal of the meaning unless it's in a spread of, say, 10 cards or 5 cards. Then I can sort of give it a fair bit of onus if it's in reverse. But all it means is a postponement or a delay on you feeling full security and happiness in your beautiful sanctuary, your home, or having gratitude for what you have already around you, which is still beautiful, even if it's a small house and a small yard or an apartment. Just be in appreciation, because I think that the patience that you've had there with that courier bird, training it to go up to the corner and then a bit further and deliver the messages, and you've probably lost a few along the way. So you've had to have patience. You've had to learn patience. So that may be the first part of this week, is all about learning patience. So the next card is the Knight of Cups in reverse. So if this was upright, I could even sort of predict that you might have somebody coming into your life that's a bit of a knight in shining armor, but also very good at keeping his emotional state even and balanced, like holding on to that cup there. The thing is that it's in reverse. So when I see the Knight of Cups in reverse, remember it can be a postponement or a delay or a complete reversal. So I'm saying that it's not a reversal. There could be still somebody come in, because that first card there with Venus on her outfit says that she's looking for a romance or a lovely flowing relationship. And it could be with your best friend, with your daughter, with your boss at work. It can be seeking that out and nurturing and being grateful for it, because I think all of that yellow there is your personal power, your solar plexus, it's your self-esteem, your confidence. So fake it if you, what is it? Fake it if you can make it, or something at the beginning of this week. Fake it till you make it. Back to this second card being the Knight of Cups in reverse. A lot of those feelings could be coming out of that cup. And the Knight is usually the doer. But in this particular case, the Knight is walking very slowly. And the Knights are all about achieving things, having a go. So it could be a slow burn on what you want to get done this week. You may have to look at your feelings around a certain subject and sit with yourself, have a big breath in, doing an amazing breathworks course at the moment, where you have to stop and allow time to do this breathing exercise. And it really does make you stop and smell the roses, but also get those deeper insights. And it asks you, the questions are asking you, what's your emotion that's coming up now, and where in the body is it? So to me, that could be a little bit what you guys need to do as well as myself this week with these exercises. Breathe, do the box breathing. If you don't know what box breathing is, just comment on here and I'll send you a little bit of a explanation of what box breathing is. But it does bring you into a calm state. We're so stressed out in the world with outside problems. Come in towards your own sanctuary and find that peace, and you'll find that you'll flow through what goes on the outside world then. But that's, to me, all about letting your emotions flow out. Normally the doer, the Knight, so you might have to just not do as much and just feel before you make any major decisions. The last card just verifies that it's actually the Seven of Pentacles is all about stopping and contemplating about how you can do things smarter. Like work smarter, not harder. Hello, happy Sunday to you too, Tam. So this is all about, I love the orange outfit he's got on, because the orange is the sacral sexual chakra, where we've had our babies, where we nurture things like a project or something that we've got in mind to do in the future. So yeah, leaning on the shovel, contemplating a more creative way to go down a track where perhaps you've already can, like to give you an example, I'm a tarot reader, so I'm going to be doing some tarot courses, and I'm going to sort of have something where it will be made once so that then other people can buy it, but then I'll offer where you can come and join personally with me on Zoom. So I'm sort of tweaking or expanding, and that's the age of Aquarius. We've got all about Pluto going into retrograde, another planet going into retrograde. I always panic, but it's looking back over and revisiting things. So Pluto is deep diving into Aquarius, which is the rebellion, but also the expansion of your ideas, the innovation, the extra tweak that you could do that makes you unique. So start thinking about those sorts of things, because that's the end of the week card. And yeah, you know how to make money, because here's Pentacles again. You're very good at that, but you're looking at maybe making it in a different way, bringing that income and that security in a different way. The blue is throat chakra, so it may be teaching something or expressing yourself in after you've let the feelings go, expressing yourself quite easily because you've dealt with those inner realms of emotion that may have attached you to an incident in the past that stopped you from having the guts to move forward even. So the contemplation is very much stamped on this week. So we have a 9, beautiful golden pentacles, again at the high, one of the higher numbers of the suit. 9, and then the Knight is 1, which is 10, and then we have 7. So 17 and 1 and 7 is 8, and 8 literally is the infinity number. So it's nearly like your emotional state here. I'm getting from them upstairs here telling me that when you're tapping into those quiet moments, you'll actually get some really good help from past life information, deja vu, serendipity, feelings that you've been here before. Write them down, make a plan, because I think that that's going to really help you get creative with your next idea by the end of this week. So I'm loving those cards. So I'm going to pop them back in different spots in here, and I'm going to take some names. Boxbury, oh yeah, no worries, Maxine, I'll send you that information. And now I'll take some names, and I'm just going to see who's in the comments. Could I have a card? Was Cheryl. So Linda, I'm going to put you down. Linda, and so who else is on here? I'm trying to go up to the comments. If you want a card, let me know. Some people probably don't realise I'm on here because I sneak on here sometimes so that the scammers aren't alerted to it, because if I alert you guys, that's alerting them, because I'm sure they've got a little bit of a tag on 5-minute forecast, and they, oops, here you go. This is for Cheryl. So 2 new comments. I'm just going to come down there. So Kerry, Hannah, and Maxine. So just Jenny, I'm going to put you down too. Hargraves. But I'm just going to go back up because there was a name here. IDGY, Idgy Blue. IDGY. Okay. Because your name was unusual, I went, oh. So I've written you down anyway. So look here, Cheryl. What we have here, get the shine off there. It's the 5 of Swords in reverse. So, I mean, 5 is all about communication. So I think that's a bit of a hint here, because that can be happening if we're not communicating. If we're sort of saying, oh, I know everything and I'm coming from the heart and I'm right and you're wrong. It's making these people put down their thoughts and their belief systems and just walk away. It's nearly sort of cutting them off at the knees. And a double-edged sword would be pretty harsh with your words. So when it's in reverse, I'm getting that, Cheryl, you're actually learning a little bit of tact, a little bit of negotiation here. And if you aren't, I'm suggesting that you do, because when the 5 of Swords is in reverse, it's literally also helpful to put down your feelings and your thoughts onto a bit of paper. I did this years ago, I remember, with a school incident with Renee. And I'm a Cancerian, so I go around all my problems, not being a good communicator in the past as far as standing up for myself. But in this case, when it meant my daughter was going to be shifted to another classroom after being 3 weeks in and forming relationships with that class and doing the homework, and really thrilled they were going to put her into a composite class. And no, she'd already been so happy to be in with these other kids. And so I had to, at night time, the night before I went for the interview with the principal, why, asking all these questions, sort of anticipating what he may say, coming back and saying, well, why is this being done 3 weeks in, and all this sort of thing. And in the end, I got to the bottom of it. So like I was really prepared, I guess I'm saying here, Cheryl, is for you to be prepared if you've got to go into a meeting or speak to a child or a husband or a partner or a friend. I literally did the role model, sort of role play, and went through it and worked out what to say to this particular principal and keep asking these questions. And in the end, he buckled because I kept on saying, why? Why would you be doing that? And apparently, because I'm a sole parent and couldn't get to do the canteen or do as many things at the school, this principal this is not good, put in a chiropractor's son, took my daughter out and put a chiropractor's son that had been away on holidays. No, you put my daughter back in there by 9 o'clock today. I know a lot of people, and I will be absolutely telling everybody about the ethics here. Boom, she was put back into that classroom at 9 a.m. that day. So, and happily thrived from there. That could have been something that could have knocked her confidence, you know, right down. So that, to me, Cheryl, is an example of what you need to do, is you need to maybe do some role play. No, I don't know. Write it down. Write down what you're thinking, and it's a bit to do with the theme for today's cards. Having that breath works, doing that quiet work, writing things down, going to that peaceful, lovely place. It's a healing place as well. And it's in that healing place is when your antenna is open to different ways of thinking. We've got to start doing things a little bit differently than what we were taught by our parents, which was very black and white. Hope that helps, Cheryl. So that's you done. Now, Linda Brady's card. So I'm only doing a few today because honestly I get quite worked up, because I think that there's going to be people come on here, and let me know anyone if they have come on here and started trying to harass you and give you sort of come to me for a reading sort of thing. Hello Megan and Karen, how are you? I'll be coming on when I don't come on at 7:15 with my recording, know that I'm coming on live. Okay. Hopefully the scammers aren't watching. Whoa, there you are. There's Linda's card, and it is, it's the 5 of Cups in reverse. So here you go. Now, Linda, when I see this card, look at the blue. There's a lot of blue. So it's about talking with your throat chakra. And so 5 of Cups, there we are. So 3 of them are spilt. This is if it's upright. 2 of them are completely upright and full of great, passionate ideas, things and experiences that you may be, you know, waiting to happen. They're the ones that are from the past that didn't work out so well, but you've got 2 really happy, strong, secure, upward cups. Just know that what's worrying me is that this suppression of the head, and it's like a little bit of protecting of the heart going on there. So, and the aura is not very wide, but there's a river there and a bridge, which in the tarot, the bridges are always meaning that you're ready to go to a different opinion, a different attitude, a different location even. I'm not sure if that's appropriate for you, but you're going to be in a new town with a new lot of people and meet some amazing people that are very supportive of you. Now, that's if it was upright. And when it's in reverse, I even think it's even better, because it means that in this case, I think it's the reverse. You are learning from your spilt cups. You have dealt with your emotional state. Your aura, I would hope, is starting to expand now, and you're starting to feel more confident with the way that you express yourself. And again, the theme of this week is going within and learning how to really feel those emotional things that have meant a lot to you, and feel them in your body. Find that body part and go, oh yeah, right, I'm going to breathe into that now and let go of that tension and that stress. As a massage therapist, I literally massage that out of people. We can be talking about a certain subject and I'll go a little bit deeper in it there and ask questions, and then we literally are moving cellular memory. So maybe having a massage isn't a bad idea for you, because I do believe that you've had a lot of emotional upheaval and it's made you feel smaller, but you're starting to realize that that's outside stuff that you can have control of by looking at under the microscope. So I'm really loving that, Linda. So that's really good card for you. And now we have Kerry. Then we have Hannah, Maxine, Jenny, and Idgie. I hope I'm saying Idgie right. Oops. Nice. Another reverse card, and we have this for Kerry. So what we've got here is a Major Arcana card, so amplified meaning. So it is number 19. Oh, no, 14, sorry. And where are my glasses? Right. I can't do it with the headband as well, and I've got a big smudge on there. So let's have a look at your card. Beautiful Temperance card. So it's in reverse. No worries, Linda, my pleasure. So Kerry, when we've got a Major Arcana card 14, 1 and 4 is 5, and 5 is again about communication, and that was Cheryl's card at the very beginning. When I'm getting things that are repeating themselves like that, it's expressing yourself. 5 is to communicate quite clearly. And the Temperance card, remember it was in reverse though, the Temperance card is about keeping things balanced. See his cups there with the liquid. 1 foot in the water, listening and looking at your emotional state and staying quite calm and feeling your feelings, but also it's helping you be able to manage things on the material physical world there with 1 foot on the rocks there. So this track here with the crown at the end of it looks pretty exciting for you, doesn't it? So Kerry, I'm wondering whether or not you're thinking about going down a different track, because the Temperance card is to me saying be patient, don't rush. Say if you've just put a resume into a company and you, I really want to get this, and it's going to be so good if I get this, and you've got your whole emotional state worked up, that's out of balance. Be calm. Just say to yourself, if this isn't meant for me, there's something better waiting in the wings, literally. Your angel is going to organise for you to get the exact perfect job or be in the exact perfect position that you need to be. But it's patience and temperance. It's like, you know, a temperate climate is one where it's not so hot and it's not so cold. You know, you're still feeling it. It's not saying don't feel excited or don't feel, anticipation. That's all good. It's good to have those feelings. That's why I think we're in our body to feel our feelings for sure. That's why we're not an angel. We could be up there and just helping someone else out, but we've elected to put our hand up and come in to our vessel to feel what's this feeling of anxiety, or what's this feeling of love mean, or what's this feeling of dread. Oh gosh, I'm feeling all my facets of feelings. That's great. But in this case, it's saying that you need to be remaining temperate in your approach, in your attitude, because when it came out reverse, remember, it just means that there's a little bit of chaos going on. All that water from those cups would be going all over the place onto the floor. Bring yourself back into that state of calm in whatever key that you know sets you back into that place. Listening to calming music, going for walks, going to the gym and punching it out might be your way. So you know the key, but that box breathing might help as well. So I hope that helps for you, Kerry, so that just to know that there is a way always to turn your card back around to that balanced state. Just know your angel, see that energy from his head, but also that little star there. Listen to your instincts, your third eye. They're trying to contact you through your intuition. And if you're in a chaotic, distracted place, you're not going to get the messages from your beautiful angel with those big, heavy, fluffy wings that he wants to give you a big hug. That's for Kerry. So crossing off. Hannah's next. I love coming on live. I really do. It's sort of something where each person's energy, comes through. I caught it on the book. That's fine. Oh, okay. Hi, Idgy. Right. So first of all, Hannah, then Maxine, Jenny, then yourself. Hi, Chris, how are you? So I'm loving Hannah's card. You know, anybody who's watching, these cards are still for you. They can actually tell you a story because they are linked to every single person that's on here, and who even will listen to the recording will have a connection with these cards because they're organising this, not me. So Hannah, I'm loving this card. It says that the High Priestess, No worries, Kerry. The High Priestess, I love this card because you have a look. I love Aqua in the first place, but she's got the Akashic records on her lap there. Hi, Jenny. Hi, Sue. So what we've got here is the Akashic records. Now, if you don't know what the Akashic records are, they are a book in Spiritual Library that has your past lives, my past lives, the neighbour's past lives. And then a lot of the time in this lifetime, we're living very similar themes, even contacting the same people for sure. You know how you meet someone and you go, I get you, and I really know you. It's because they've been one of your past life connections from way back. And when I say way back, it can be something that you've gotten into this sort of a loop of behavior or insecurities a lot of the time. That's why I like the beginning of this reading about thinking and stopping and being quiet and breathing through it. If we're in that loop, on that same groove, on the same part of the record going around and around, you know, it's like when you've got that scratch record. If you're as old as I am, you'll know what I mean. So what happens then is it's really hard to get over that scratch and keep on playing what you're meant to play till the end of your record. So to me, what we need to do is listen to those deeper feelings, but also it's hard to break a pattern. It's hard to change that really deep, ingrained loop that we're in. So just know the High Priestess, and this is for Hannah, and I mean it's for every single one of us have got the High Priestess in us. The abundance behind her on the curtain just says that she's got the support of over the other side. We all have. We all know how to tap into that spiritual higher intelligence. Between two pillars, yes, I think a lot of us are between a state of, I think we're about to forget what the old life was like, and we're stepping into a whole new way with the age of Aquarius and all the planets. 6 planets are changing star signs this year. We've major retrogrades we've been through, major new moons and full moons. Honestly, to be in this calm state, that's what we all should be aiming for. We should be looking for a way to bring us back to calm and peace. Meditation at the end of yoga is great. Doing yoga and getting that little bit of exercise and getting a bit of puff up and stretching your body and wringing out the organs, and then that meditation at the end, perfect. So the High Priestess would do that, but she also just knows things with those Akashic records in her lap. It's just like why am I keeping on going back to that friend when she keeps on tearing me down? Like in your Akashic records, that's a loop that you may have a connection through past lives with that particular person. Guess what? It's time to break it. It's time to adjust and do a bit of a flip on the pattern. Now, I'm not saying like go to the person's place and I know I've connected with you from the past lives and we're cutting ties right here and right now. You don't have to do that, everyone. But what you do is you still can be friends with that person, but you actually go in there with that mirror shield. You go in there with a little bit of a protection bubble on. And as soon as they start their shenanigans, you just go, oh my gosh, I've got to go. Lovely to see you. So you keep your connection with them to a minimum to save your energy, because that's what the High Priestess would do. She's also good at putting, like playing Cupid or knowing, don't get in that car, don't go on that trip. She just somehow knows things that are going to happen from her feelings. So she's listening to her feelings, again, back in alignment with the cards at the beginning of here. So maybe you need to have another listen to those first 3 cards. But isn't she beautiful? She's got the most beautiful headdress. She does have that calm, peaceful knowing about her. Just to look at this card, you know, grab a tarot deck and hold on to this card. Snapshot it and put it as your screen saver. I'll keep it still for you for Hannah, because anyone on here could have this beautiful card. We've all got her inside of us. So that's a lovely card to have. And again, if they ever come out in reverse, just know you do have that possibility and that availability. That's why it's coming up. It's letting you know you just need to tweak a few things to spin that card around. So Hannah, that's you. Maxine's next, then Jenny, and then Idgie. Hello, Wendy. I'm loving your emoji. Oops, look at that. Maxine, I've got to get and pick this up. Oh, right. So Maxine, has anyone got hair that kinks out when you don't want it to? My dead straight hair. So, okay, Maxine, you have a sword. It's the ace. That's absolutely wonderful because it's a gift from the universe. And again, remember where I just said that if it's in reverse, you can always turn it around. This is about planting your thoughts, though, and they're regal and royal thoughts into and onto the earth. So perhaps writing down some major plans that you might have if you get this like aha moment of a really amazing idea or thought that comes into your mind. Just know from the barren ground that it's probably completely coming from nowhere. It's like nothing that you're being used to doing. So if you're an accountant, it's going to be like how to, make a caramel slice. There's a bit of controversy about who made the caramel slice recipe over here in Australia. So like cooking, it could be to do with you want to be a chef now, you're over being an accountant. It'll be something completely left of center, not what you're used to. And loving the energy of the gift from the universe and that cloud with the energy on that sword. That thought is just amazing what you're going to have come in, if not already. And you could be just, this could be it that's coming in, and I know what you mean, Deb, but I don't know how to put it into practice, or I don't know where to go or where to start. Because the age of Aquarius, this Uranus, the planet that rules Aquarius, is, yep, I'm sure it is all about innovation, animation as well, innovation and animation, and inventing things to look at things and have them happen from a different point of view. So another example I can give you is I'd love to do a reflexology app, and AI could probably be the one that can give me the feet, but I've got to work out how to be able to program it to press the certain points for a certain ailment. So I'm doing a course on AI at the moment on how to ask it things to get the exact perfect response that I want to make into an ebook. Okay, so I'm getting that, and that's for Maxine. So I hope that helps you, Maxine. If you've got any really creative ideas, start writing down your idea and then start researching, and don't give up, because I think that's what the regal and royal, that's just an unusual idea that's going to take off, and we can turn your card around and you can walk into the future being confident that your idea is great. It's a winner. It's a gift from the universe. So I'm loving that as well. So Jenny's next. Oops. No, I'm not sure. Jenny Jones is just asking whether I'd recommend the AI course. It's helpful, but everything costs so much. And I think it's just a matter of getting really clear when you go into Chat GPT, specific, asking the right questions and being very specific instead of very vague. That's really what I got from the AI course. So I'm like, don't bother doing it, because that's exactly what it is all about, is being really specific and clear on asking the question, and then it'll give you all the answers. Somebody saying, I dreamt of a lady I know pregnant with twins last night. Did you really? Be interesting then and see if she ends up having the twins, because we're all very psychic. It's like that high priestess coming up for all of us. Listen to your gut instincts, not listen to it's your gut really, because your gut, they're saying, even scientifically, is your second brain. So it even can override this brain. If you're got allergy, or you're allergic to foods, or you've got an upset tummy and it bloats on when you eat bread, that's affecting and giving you brain fog. Can you believe that? So just know that with the High Priestess, it's listening and having everything balanced. So if you've got tummy upsets, you're not going to be getting that information coming into your crown as accurately as if you are eating good salads and keeping away from that gluten intolerance that you might have. So just some tips on that. Getting out and walking in that beautiful, clean, clear air on the earth is also another way of grounding. So here we have, this is for Jenny. We have the 5 of Pentacles, and we've had a couple of 5s, haven't we, today, all about communication. This is in reverse, and I don't mind this one being in reverse, to be honest with you, Jenny, because upright, it's poverty, it's being cast out in the cold, it's like having society not accept you, or you feel odd or awkward. That's the sort of one there. And Jenny, I am saying that you're going, you literally, I was going to say and do the action of giving the middle finger, to be honest. So you're giving the middle finger to society, to something. In other words, you're coming back to you, which is again the theme that we're going on about. I'm banging on about you getting back in touch with you, being happy with your quirks and your uniqueness. Bring it on. We don't want to be the same as the person up the road or believe what everyone else believes. That's the age of Aquarius as well. It's rebellion, and finding your own path is most important now, and forgetting about what's happening on the outside world. You come into your peace and calm place, and that will just work out. It just seems to. So I'm loving the 5 of Pentacles, and again, 5 is the communication in numerology, and maybe you've learnt from being this cast out in the cold sort of person here, and you can even give advice or talk about it as an experience to help others find and embrace their uniqueness and their originality. So I'm really loving that, Jenny. I think that you could, from your, it's literally from your mishaps or from your, I don't like saying mistakes, because mistakes, to me, there's no mistakes. We learn from that experience. It's not a mistake. It's an asset to direct us into the correct path, and for us to know not to do that again. And honestly, you've probably had a few like all of us, and that's for Jenny, and you've learnt from that. And I think that you can pass that on to some people, that being unusual or different, or having the odd experiences that aren't the run-of-the-mill experiences, that's okay too, because someone somewhere is hurting or having that same experience or worse. So just know that, yeah, you might be feeling and have felt in the past down and out in Beverly Hills, and sort of injured like that person in the card, and depressed, and it's upside down, that card. So high five, girl, off you go. Now I'm just going to go down here and get, this is Iggy, I-D-G-Y, Iggy's card. Right. Oh my gosh, don't mind this card at all. And this is a nice card to finish on, this one. It's a celebration of 3 different women, or 3 facets of yourself. I look at that as being your higher crown chakra is the white, your spiritual friend that's a bit hippie, a bit flighty, and you know, they never turn up on time, they're a bit late all the time, but who cares? That's just them. So then there's the grounded person who comes in and they're logical and practical, and why haven't you got here on time? And did you bring the wine? Oh, that'd be right, you didn't bring the wine. That's a logical one. Reminds me of Taurus. You know what? Taurus would have the wine. They'd have backup wine. They love a good time too. Very earthy. But then we have also the yellow, which is your solar plexus, right in the middle of the chakras. excuse me, it's all about personal power, self-esteem, being confident. So these three facets of yourself could be celebrating right now, Idgie, or it could be the fact that you are going to celebrate with some mates about something, get together and have a meal, look at all the fruit there, cheering each other, cheering and supporting women. That's what I'm getting from this one here. And loving the fact that, I'm just going to get my glasses because I want to see what that one's holding there. And this, yep, you got pumpkins, we've got peaches, we've got foliage, which is all abundance. And then we've got, oh, that's her hand just celebrating and wrapping around there. Oh, and then the other girl's got something, oh, that's, looks like grapes in her hand there. So she's just got the fruit in her hand there. So let's try to work out what that was. If anybody can tell me what they think that is, that looks like a bunch of grapes to me. Not sure. More wine. So there you go. And that's coming from the person who's confident. That yellow, she's all about lifting herself up from the past, learning from your mistakes, coming back to your peaceful self within. Who wouldn't want to celebrate? I hope everybody has a lovely week, and I'm signing off for now. And just know if I'm ever late coming on and it's past 7:15, I'm coming on to do cards. I'm coming on live. Bye for now.